Good morning. It is a great day. This is Dr. C. Ray. It is a great day. Last night, I was speaking at the Full of Faith Christian Center Ministries in DeSoto, and I was talking about position. Of course, I was talking about our position uh, in Christ in heavenly places. This morning, I want to talk to you about changing your mindset because that's what I was teaching on virtually last night. Not only virtually, but also in person. I was there. You have to start thinking different, not only about your position, but you have to start thinking different about your mindset. All of us have a set of ideas, all of us have a set of thinking that has encompassed us on our growing up, our development, and the getting up of age. Changing your mindset towards achieving uncommon success can be incredibly motivating because it's open up a new possibilities. It opens up challenges that will cause you to grow. It empowers you to surpass your limitation. See, when I first started seeking uncommon success with some of my mentors, Lynn Griffin and Sandy Westbrook and John Maxwell, it started opening up possibilities. It started opening up challenges in my life, and it started helping me to surpass my limitations. See, once upon a time, I wasn't a best-selling author. See, once upon a time, I wasn't an executive director with the John Maxwell team, certified in speaking, coaching, training, and teaching. See, it opened up things, and once you begin to open up, you'll be surprised what's off in you. See, here's something that I want to share with you this morning. When you start thinking different, when Coach C. Ray starts to give you instructions to develop, as I've given some people on yesterday and last night, some instructions, uh, some things that they need to do to get them to rolling, it's going to be uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable when Lynn Griffin and Sandy Westbrook asked me to do some things, but I did them and I became comfortable in being uncomfortable because they were giving me things to help pull out that potential that was embedded deep inside of me. And you have greatness inside of you. You have potential you haven't even tapped into yet. You have things inside of you that you didn't even know. People see me now and they say, "Oh, you got 5 books, 5 books. Whoa, 5 books, man. Wow, that's really cool." Do you know once upon a time I had no books? Oh, yeah, boy. Your fifth book just went bestseller on Amazon. Once upon a time, I didn't have any books. Once upon a time, I didn't know it was books inside of me. Once upon a time, I didn't know it was one book inside of me, less longer, five. And uh, I believe it's five more inside of me. Uh, uh, embrace the excitement of the journey. There's a journey that you're going to be on. Yes, you're going to be uncomfortable. Do it anyway. Your mentor, your coach is going to do the things to pull out of you that necessary limitation that you've been, move that limitation that's been on you. See, the reason that you haven't achieved more, the reason that you haven't earned more, the reason that you haven't moved to uncommon success, because you've been living within the limitations of your mindset, of your paradigm, which I'll be talking about more as we go along. You learn to embrace the excitement of the journey, unlocking your full potential and making your dreams a reality. Man, that's really cool. Remember, every small step towards a positive mindset is a step closer to extraordinary achievement. Uh, 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 Along the way, I'm going to constantly build your faith that there's greatness within you. There's greatness within you. See, to reach uncommon success, you can't stay where you're at. to reach uncommon success, you can't run with the people that you've been running with. And I know you're running with and hanging with some nice people, and it's nothing the matter with joining some people sometime for their birthday celebration or their anniversary celebration and stuff. But you're going to have to start spending time with people that are moving in the direction that you're going. You're going to have to go to some seminars. You're going to have to listen to things like this daily. You're going to have to do the things that successful people do that unsuccessful people aren't willing to do. You're going to have to do that. Yeah, and here's the fun part about it. Eventually, you're going to start to rise, and eventually things are going to change, and people are going to be saying, "Whoa, I didn't know that you was an author. I didn't know that you such and such a this and such a that," because the potential that's within you is going to start rising. It's going to start coming out of you. There are going to be ideas that you think about. There's going to be things that you begin to look at differently than you looked at before. Pablo Picasso said the meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. Inside of you is a gift. You have a gift, and your gift will make room for you. I didn't know I had a gift of writing. I certainly didn't know I was a best-selling author. My goodness. I certainly didn't know it was 5 books inside of me. I didn't know that once upon a time, but because I began to do some things that Lynn Griffin and Sandy Westbrook asked me to do and instructed me to do, I began to see and feel different. See, Miles Monroe, he's not with us any longer. He said the greatest tragedy in life is not death, but life without a purpose. When you start changing, when you start doing the things that Coach Calhoun tell you to do, you're going to begin to unlock your purpose if you don't already have it. And even your purpose will expand. You may be speaking right now, as I was a preacher speaking. Now I'm a best-selling author. So there are other things inside of you that are going to be pulled out of you because you're changing. A couple of things I want to make a note of before I quit on this morning, because I got to run out to North Dallas and take care of some business. Number one, if you haven't requested the financial literacy quiz, and those that have took it, sort of make a note of it on your Facebook, on your Instagram, or whatever. And it's 10 questions, just so that you can find out where you are right now in your financial literacy equation, so to speak. That's to help you know where you need to go. So you need to know where you're at before you figure out where to go. And so last night I instructed some of them to do some things. I instructed a 1A and a 1B, and I instructed a 2A and a 2B, and things to do in those situations. And told them to take a couple of days, because it's something that's going to help change their life. Now they probably can't even see it yet. I can remember when Lynn Griffin used to give me things to do and I didn't see it. I'd drive off. I wouldn't say it to him, but I'd be like, man, this seems like a waste of time, man. I want to know how Lynn making the money. See, I was a brokenaire listening to a millionaire. So I couldn't think like him, my mindset. And then in the end, I find out boy, it was good he did that, because I wouldn't have been able to move to the next step he had ready for me. So I began to trust him, and I began to believe in him, and things began to change. And so now I live a nice life. I heard somebody say recently, a good friend of mine, he said the next thing he know, I was just a spur of a moment. I was in Las Vegas doing the Super Bowl weekend, and down there for 6 days, just spur of the moment. You'll be able to do those kind of things. And I'm getting ready to go to Kansas City in a couple more weeks. Stay tuned. Get ready for the podcast. But until the podcast officially launch, be ready for these that come on. If you miss them, play them back later when you get home. Take some time. Listen to something that'll change your life. This is Dr. C. Ray Calhoun, the change strategist, aka the motivational speaker. I'm looking forward to seeing you with me at the top. Have a great day. Bye-bye.